Hello there, this is Reece Russell. You're watching the Just Free Guys podcast live on the weekly Steelchair.
It's my life in the box in front of me. Take it off in my arms, it's the soul of me. You walk by, ask to see me late face down.
And there you guys have it. New intro, same podcast. Welcome everyone to the Just Three Guys podcast, where today myself, Reece and Temple will be talking about King of Pro Wrestling, along with some other shows that happened over this weekend. How we doing, guys?
One thing, I'm so tired.
I'm not.
I'm too much wrestling's been on.
I've watched so much wrestling, I don't feel tired.
Yeah, same.
I feel
But that's how we doing.
I'm very well, thanks. How is everyone?
Not too
How's
bad.
everyone in the chat? Yeah, I'm all right. I'm just a bit tired without wrestling that's been on, to be fair.
Understandable. Roy Sheen, Abu, let's see who else have we got. We've got Temple in the chat, obviously. Q Mosley, hello. Dan's in the chat field, Firestar. It's all good to see you. Abu, you've asked a very important question. Don't worry about it. I'll get to it.
Greetings.
Me too. We certainly have a lot today. And yes, there is a new intro for the Just Free Guys. So we'll kick back. You'll get that every time we do a show together. A normal service will resume when it's just an everyday podcast. But of course, we're going to get to main business first.
Yes.
Predictions Championships.
Ooh.
How does everybody think they've done?
I did very well on Bound for Glory.
That's not what I asked. I asked how do you think you've done? Remember, you've got.
I know how I've done, so I'm not going to spoil it.
I mean, he has to know. I mean, he is the champion. Like, he has to know before everybody. Like, I have to, obviously, unless you're, like, not on the channel
I
direct.
think there's a new champion. I think.
You think there's a new champion? Well, I can confirm to you that there might be.
I know I did well on the Bound for Glory, but the King of Pro Wrestling.
You actually, I gave you I know I said there was a free pass to everyone, but I did give you the point for the Call Your Shot gauntlet.
Yeah, but no one else bloody wanted to vote on it. Like,
Doesn't matter. I still did. There's people that still gave predictions. I've still counted towards it, so you have got the point. But
I'll definitely keep that in mind for next year.
you really should. I will say this though. Everyone who did the most in terms of like did all three shows predictions, I mean, was there for all three, was able to. I mean, apart from James and Abu, you guys didn't take part in it, which is fine. You guys weren't there for it. That's not a problem. Anyone who did actually take part in the vast majority has done very well. And I have everyone's scores before I actually show you how you did predictions for predictions. Does everybody want to see how well you actually did?
Go on then.
Okay, everybody on screen. This is exactly.
Before we get into this, I will say that I've scammed a couple of you.
You have.
And I apologize.
You are a genuine horrible bastard, and I love it.
Yeah, and I apologize, but it's your fault for not winning.
I know, James.
Actually, you know what? I don't know. Actually, you know what? I don't apologize because it's your fault for not winning.
Exactly. The champion's mentality. Don't give a fuck. But this is exactly how everybody did in 3, 2, go. That's exactly how you all did.
Look at me there.
Temple, Chester, and Fernando all tied on 14 points.
Is it triple threat? Triple threat?
Nope.
No.
Because if you remember one of the previous shows we did, we've got a new rule. So remember how if there's a multiple tie, the champion does get his prerogative. He can retain his title, but he only gets one draw, and then that's it. If there's a 100% prediction on any of the shows, then it goes to the no rules Iron Man match to determine the predictions champion.
Yeah.
So there is actually, and that's Chester. Chester overall wins the predictions, but he's not the champion yet. So Chester actually scored 100% on the Bound for Glory predictions. Sorry, not the Bound for Glory, the Crown Jewel predictions, sorry. Crown Jewel predictions, Chester wins it. Therefore, he will go up against Josiah, AI versus AI. If Josiah wins, he retains the predictions championship, and he retains his eligible draw that he's allowed. Because that's another prerogative. The champion gets to keep that. However, if he loses, Chester
then obviously I lose the belt.
What
Exactly.
did Fernando get? Nothing.
Fernando drew with you, but you both didn't do a 100%. If you did do 100%, then it would go to a fatal 4-way. Unfortunately, it does not. Everyone actually, to be fair, did do well in terms of overall scores. It was good fun. Obviously, James, Abu, Dan, Billy, obviously Ailey as well. Yes, you are shown as low scores.
I'd like you make it interesting in the match though, and have like Fernando as special guest referee to it. So
Not doing it for that.
I'm not bothered about myself, man. Just Fernando. Innit? I think he got screwed.
It was purely because of the 100% prediction rule, which is exactly what happened to Fernando, to be fair. But what I am doing though, and I've already told Josiah about this, so Josiah can't moan.
No.
But I've also done this for everybody. So I'm going to share this tab. 1 second. And I'm given the right to, not you, Josiah. I'm going to let Temple do this one. So
I think that's fair.
it's going to be AI, as you know. 60 minutes, no rules, no rope breaks, Iron Man rules. I've done as best I can in terms of overall ratings and designated by gender. Yes, Catherine, women are included. And whichever one comes out will be the character they can use, like gender, and the maximum they can use per rating. So we've got 60 to 69 for male and female. Male and female 70 to 79 overall rating. 80 to 89 both genders, and then 90 and 90 plus on both sides. So Tempo, when you're ready, I'll spin.
Spin the wheel. Make a deal.
This is going to go horribly. I can already feel it.
Yeah.
Female 70 to 79 overall ratings. So,
But Catherine, the next stream is not for you, unfortunately.
no, it's not. Good to see you, Catherine. For some reason, Google and YouTube have gone back to that thing where it's showing everybody as their ats, like their instead of the thing, which again, stupid.
This is also a bit of an issue because I actually don't know any of the ratings for this game. Actually,
that's all right. I'm about to do that for you.
I don't touch the real life wrestlers on my game anyway, so
that's the good thing because they've got no choice. Overall ratings list. So if I can get so we're doing female 70 to 79, which means I need to go into the 70s. There we go. Share tab.
Yes.
So let's have a look. So we need to go down. We'll go for 70 and work our way up. And if we can't find any, like if there's only one woman, then we'll move up. We'll spin again.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like we're spinning again. Okay, you survive. You get to survive.
Thank God.
So I will remove that category to make it fair.
It seems like apparently the women are all either really good or really bad.
Yeah, I think on the basis then I'll remove 60.
Yeah, but on the game you can actually edit the
No.
overall.
You can keep the male ones because there are obviously loads of male servers.
All right, but from females are definitely a trickier one. Actually, if we got females in the 69 category, let me have a look.
I'm not usually on the game.
No, we don't. Yeah, no, we don't.
No, you can actually change the overalls on the actual game.
Not doing that.
It takes you about an hour though.
Exactly, that's why I'm not doing it. Right, go. Your call
Temple,
again,
go again.
Temple.
Go on then, spin again.
And it's purely fair.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
Women. So you're allowed as low as 80, as high as 89.
Okay.
So I'll share again. So 80 and all is, and you get one choice. You cannot change your pick. So when you see a woman, or women, then go for it. Unless it's only showing. Is this only set to male talents? That's male.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Actually, that's the problem. That's the problem.
Where are the females?
There we go. They're down here. It's segregated. So do you want to stick with the original category, or do you want to go back? So they're actually down here. So do you want to stick, or do you want to go back? So it's either 60, 69, or
I'm happy to stick with 80 to 80.
80 to 89. Okay, so your lowest is Lyra Valkyria, 2024. Your highest in this category is
Probably Rhea. Probably.
Tristratus or Io Sky. I don't have Victoria. I've not done it. I do have Victoria. Sorry, I do have Victoria on this one. So it's up to you.
I think I'm gonna take Io.
You want Io Sky? Okay.
Yeah.
Don't change rules. I'm not changing rules, Abel. I'm being fair. So I need one name from Chester. These are the ones that are available to you. Okay. So Chester has chosen. Where is she? Is there a higher rating for her, or is that as low as she goes? He's chosen Lyra Valkyria's in 89 to 83.
Ooh. That would be a good match. That would be an interesting match to see in real life as well.
Mm-hmm.
Do you not know the overalls? The overalls on these games don't actually matter. I've seen a 55 overall beat a 100 overall guy.
Yeah.
No, I know. That's why I'm just saying that's what we've got. So that's what we've did. So we've got Io Sky versus Lyra Valkyria. Okay then. So that's decided then. I will note that down because that will be after this stream. So let me just get that.
No one picks it. Sensational Sherry. How dare you?
I know, eh? Pure. Well, to be fair though, I think that's just not even picked Chelsea Green either. It's pure just insulting.
Yeah, and Dakota Kai.
I'm waiting for Abel to rage because Stephanie Vaquer didn't get picked. Okay, so Io Sky,
Julia,
Josiah versus Lyra Valkyria. Or the
I don't know why they put in two versions of each
I don't like it either.
Games anymore when you could just do the attires instead of just putting
exactly
Valkyrias on it.
Just do like exactly Lyra Valkyria attire 2024. Job done. So easy, but no, they make
alternate attire. Just the Lyra Valkyria, just one of them. Same with the John Cena's. One year we had like 15 Cena's.
Exactly. I'm good. Exactly. I'm going to show everybody.
Oh, wow.
Now.
Apparently, The Rock has a bit of influence over who Cena's last opponent is going to be.
Probably.
But he says that Cena should pick who he wants to be.
He should get to pick who he wants, in a way. These are actually how everyone did. So if you see your name, that's how you did on the first show. That's Crown Jewel.
We're talking about everything. We're talking about King of Pro Wrestling. We're talking about Bound for Glory, and we are going to talk about Raw, unfortunately.
Yeah, those are the three we're talking about, but not Crown Jewel.
Well, to make it better, we're not actually talking about all of Raw. We're just talking about a few things that happened.
Yeah, only a few things, not the full thing, so you're safe.
Because there's literally, apart from these few things, literally fuck all else happened. Literally.
Exactly. This obviously was.
You had a good shout picking, Susie.
I told
I did tell you that.
Literally the only person to get that right. Literally.
Same as Temple, the only person who picked Shuri as well for the opener. Fair play, my friend.
I had some help though.
Although saying that, you were the only person to get the Driller Maloney match wrong.
True. So it kind of balances out. I'm the only one that got Sanada wrong, but I'm the only one that got Suji right. So if anything, it feels nice. So that's a positive.
And as you can see, we all got the television title match wrong with you.
Yes, which is awkward because that was a time limit draw.
Yeah,
and then obviously,
I was going to try and argue that, but I don't think
it's technically a result. Yeah, it's technically a result. You can draw in these matches, and obviously this was the Bound for Glory results as well. Quick update as well, because I've told this to a few people. I don't know if Temple knows this yet, if he's seen it or not. But I brought this up to Josiah, and I brought this up to Catherine, because obviously Catherine hates women's wrestling anyway. But a couple of months ago, through her YouTube, I went back and double checked the timeline, Josiah. It was a couple of months ago, and that's why she was off. I feel, and she's going to get more done. The reason that Tessa Blanchard was not on TNA television, they say it's for personal reasons. It's because she went and got a boob job. Now, with that,
and,
we know what that means.
Do you know what I think about it? I don't give a shit if you've had a boob job or not.
No, that's what she's doing. But what I'm saying is, I'm not saying this against her. I'm saying what this will mean is this is one step closer to her getting back in the door with WWE. Because that's like the WWE prerogative.
Yeah, but all the fans online will end up crying, won't they?
Yeah, they'll just be like, oh, and then they'll go, never mind.
You know what? They'll do this. They'll end up praising WWE now because Tess is there, but they didn't really like her before what she did, and then all the WWE diehards will end up praising her now.
That's exactly it.
To take the piss out of her.
Abel, you really did miss King of Pro Wrestling, man. Such a good show you missed. Well, you missed for predictions anyway, but like you're not the only one, and it's okay. But the good thing is, we've got 9 quality matches, and Maria, who's the new predictions champion? Well, Maria, if you listen to what I said, I never said there was anything wrong with it. I said that's step 1 to Tessa getting back into WWE, because they do that with everybody. Tiffany Stratton, Kiana James, they are prime examples of recent talent. Well, except Cora Jade, because we all know where she is now. But you get one, you're pushed right up the ladder. Tessa Blanchard is going to walk into that situation. That's all I'm saying. You can get those done to you. I don't care. I'm just telling you, it's your life, but it has a genuine impact on how you are seen.
It's not going to affect her in ring, is it? Because she had a boob job, is it? Like
she still moves. I mean, it's not like she's going to be like Nikki Bella and explode. Well, hopefully not, because nobody wants to see that crap happen, especially if it bursts inside you. Oh. But the reality is, what I'm saying is, like, by getting that done, she, even though she stands out on her wrestling ability wise, she's a horrible person, but she's a very good in-ring wrestler. This will benefit her look more, which will lead to her getting back into WWE quicker. That's what I'm saying. So that's why she was actually taking the time off. Which is same with Booker T. The worst one. But again, that's me just saying that. But
crazy before I think it was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
Ridiculous, didn't it?
Just watch that change though, Maria. Watch that change, sadly. So Ruka will end up doing something like that. It's a shame.
But she's flatter than a surfboard. She's been in WWE for a while. She's good though.
But watch her change a little bit though. If someone gets in her ear, it'll happen.
It doesn't really matter if you've got big tits, big ass, or anything. It just
no one's saying you need to.
It's a character, or if you're good in ring. That's all I care about.
Oh, of course. Like nobody's saying you should, but unfortunately, it will it will go in your favor. Anyway, that's not why we're here. We've got some
No.
shows to do. So, Josiah, over to you. And you get to pick any order you want.
We're going to start from the beginning.
Good. I like a good timeline. Jesus Christ, Abel.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a comment and a half.
Shucky ducky buck, but I mean,
You know he
ducky
would.
motorboat.
You know he would, because he's such a tool. But yeah, Josiah,
My question does just let's go.
you want to go in order? Up
Yeah.
to you then.
Okay, so the first match was the IWGP Women's title match between Suri and Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And this match was a bit shorter than I would have hoped.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a very good match to start off the show. And obviously we crowned, to the surprise of everyone, a new women's champion.
Mm-hmm.
It surprised me.
In a way,
Yeah.
it surprised me in the circumstance that they actually made the switch, considering the fact that Suri's actually had a good title reign, but it's not been like an overly long title reign, which
Yeah.
again was surprising. But the good thing is though, is you wouldn't notice, but for a crowd of 5,372, that isn't
It
questionable.
felt like a lot more.
Yeah, not questionable crowd, which I'll come on to
Yeah.
regarding Friday's show. Sorry, last night's show in general. Same Friday, but that's another example. This
Yes.
match went 14 minutes 56 seconds.
Yes.
Mm.
Which I
Yeah.
would have had a bit longer, personally. I would have given them maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Good style of match to start that. I'll start off anyway.
that's a good pace.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
The headbutts was a bit brutal.
I'll tell you one thing that really impressed me as well. If you want to learn how to do a dive-in double foot stomp, and you don't want to watch Finn Balor's like Prince Devitt do it, watching Suri do a double foot stomp is actually a good learn. Like even like Swerve Strickland does a good double foot stomp, but I actually think Suri's is very. There's they want to kill you. She looks like she wants to pierce right through your soul, like in a way, like she wants to like it's like she's trying to steal your identity in a way. She's trying to suck you in. It was like real, as if she was trying to drive right through your body. It was really well done, and I think that's one thing I like about Suri's style. But Suri as well, like she's the same. Like it's hard to tell who does
She's
it best.
the same coin, as they said.
Mm-hmm. Basically, yeah.
Yeah. And as I said, it pretty much just set the tone for the whole show in terms of match enjoyment.
Mm-hmm. And even Catherine would like this one.
Despite her saying that she wouldn't.
Yeah, I think Catherine would like this match. Especially because of the fact it's not too long. I agree it is too short. I was hoping they would get 20 minutes. I thought they were going to get at least 20. But guess not, but it's still like it's still a good pace to get your teeth into, but like sink your teeth into.
Yeah. And it is always nice to see the women's title get defended at a main New Japan show as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's usually only Wrestle Kingdom that it happens at. And I feel like going into next year, they need to make an effort into getting them onto more big shows. So like the New Beginning shows, the Dominion shows, the Secura Genesis show.
Yeah. There is a good thing for everybody, because we spoke about this, Josiah, about when they're next going back to the States.
Yeah.
They are going back to America in February.
Yeah.
For Resurgence.
No, it's New Beginning.
Is it New Beginnings? I thought it was Resurgence they were going back for.
No, it's New Beginning in New Jersey.
Even better. I thought it was Resurgence, but still, like, New Beginning, that's still worth it then.
Yeah.
Yourself.
And interestingly, that show isn't a New Japan Strong show. That is literally the New Beginning show. That.
Exactly. Which is worth it. 100%. Temple, what was your thoughts on this women's match?
It was technically a this generation striker between a striker from past, in my opinion. Like Shirari used to be in Donna Del Mondo. That unit in Stardom was very striker. Like Julie was in it. Tekla was in it.
Abel says they should give more women title matches and more pay-per-views in Japan. Give them proper exposure and give them time. Absolutely. Here's another thing, and I'd love to know what you guys think. This obviously we do criticize bookers on this show. Like we're very fair. Like we don't just hate on Triple H and praise Tony Khan all the time, or we praise Triple H and hate on Tony Khan or whatever. We actually do find issues from all the bookers on this.
Because spoiler alert for later, we will actually be praising Triple H a lot in this stream.
Crazy, which makes me feel weird. But one thing is something that we do need to criticize, and this goes back to the start of the year, where New Japan got little to no exposure or advertisement from Tony Khan and AEW regarding Wrestle Dynasty, and especially. And same for CMLL. And you can praise Tony Khan all you want, but he has an obligation. If he's in a partnership with these companies for these shows, he has an obligation to promote them and do it well within time slot as well, not just last minute. And we saw the women not get treated at all well for these shows. They were all on the pre-show. But they should have been on the main card. So what I'm saying is, like, Tony Khan, for all his faults, he is a matchmaker. He loves pro wrestling. We get that. But when it comes to these major shows, if these are your partners, just like we will say the same for WWE when it comes to their partners, we expect you to properly advertise them. We will praise you when the shows are good. We will criticize you when they are crap. Yeah. But you've got to advertise.
Because the one thing with the NXT and TNA partnership, for all of the flaws that go on there, one thing that you can give them credit for is that they do equally advertise each other well.
I mean, it annoys me how they do it in different ways. I feel like TNA glaze WWE in the way they do it, and I feel like WWE just go, well, this is what happened on NXT this week. And to be honest, I would rather that type, where it's just, this is what happened, rather than WWE.
You know what NXT should do? This is what happened on TNA this week.
They should, yeah. Same thing. Like, this is what happened on NXT, and then NXT goes, this is what happens on AEW. Like, I want to see them advertise strongly, and it's not a negative. It's not
with Abdul's comment now about a pay-per-view in Japan. I think New Japan, AEW, CMLL should do the historic X pay-per-view every year, but 2 of them, so you can have 2 all women's pay-per-views.
You know what I would call it?
CMLL and AEW.
You know what I would call it?
All women's pay-per-view.
I would call it Historic X Spring, and I would call it Historic X Winter. And I would do it right at the start of the year, and I would do one right at the end of the year. You know, like the first quarter of the year, and then the final
6
quarter.
months and then the end of the 6 months.
Yeah. And that allows the talent.
Because women's matches in New Japan don't really get much love. There's only one on the card mostly.
They should do a lot more because they've got the talent to do it, but they just
don't. They've got the women's strong title. They've got a partnership with the World Stardom World title. So I don't see why not.
It's all there, and it's worth it. Maria says, agree 100%. AEW should call Takeshita the G1 winner every time he appears on AEW television. Well, here's something that they've got to do from Wednesday. He needs to show up with the IWGP title.
Yeah.
On the trophy as well.
You don't need the trophy now if the champion is.
Yeah, he's got to show up with that belt. Otherwise, what's the point? He's got to show up with that championship.
Yeah, but what are they going to do? They're going to do a title versus title, aren't they, with Okada, aren't they? Probably.
We'll come to that because
that's another.
I did say that a couple of months ago. They will do that.
That's another thing that we need to get into, but we'll get into that when we get there.
Yeah, absolutely. But of course, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Temple. But you were talking about this match still. Sorry.
I just thought it was very paced. Two women that are really talented in the ring. They know each other very well, obviously, from Stardom, because my missus watches Stardom more than anything, really. And the match was really good. I did say that Syuri was going to win, and I was correct with that. 2-time IWGP Women's Champion. I think she's going to probably do a better reign than the first one, because in my opinion, the first one wasn't that good.
That's fair. Over to you, Josiah. Back over to you.
Yeah, I pretty much agree with everything. Apart from the fact that I was actually surprised that they made the switch, as we said at the start. But it's a pleasant surprise.
Surprised Momo didn't come out. Momo Watanabe didn't come out.
I was expecting that, or a blind twist. Even Azumi.
I was expecting something, but obviously, as we're going to get into for the future matches, I feel like they maybe didn't want to have so many post-match things.
Mm-hmm. I think you're right.
But yeah, it was a very good way to open the show, and we need more women's wrestling on New Japan shows.
Yeah, we do. We need more wrestling matches on every company.
Yeah.
Not just New Japan.
Absolutely.
But everywhere. Oh, wow. France are losing 1-0 to Iceland.
France?
Yeah, they're losing to Iceland.
Right, time to check the Germany score. Because if Germany losing to Northern Ireland, I'm going to lose my shit.
No, that's 1-0.
Oh, thank God.
Voldemort scored again.
He's an animal. Can't see if I see them lose, at some point I'll die. Yeah, 31st minute. Jesus Christ, do better. They've went back to a 5-4-1 in Germany. They've switched to a 4-1.
The next match is very interesting because he finally did the move and he won with the move.
Yeah.
My God, about time, isn't it?
The War Dogs and the Unaffiliates. Or are they?
Are they though?
It's a great question.
We'll save that. We'll park that thought.
We have two quick comments first. Got 2 quick comments first. Fernando says Okada and Takeshita should win the AEW Tag Team Championships and have a 2-man power trip situation. And Abel says, I would make Okada AEW Heavyweight Champion. Then Takeshita comes with the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. And then you get title versus title. Build this up really slowly. Make people get invested.
I'm very worried that they're going to do that first one.
I think they are going to do that as well.
I don't think they're going to win the AEW Tag Team titles, though.
They shouldn't. They shouldn't because of what they're trying to do.
Man.
But I can't help but think that that's what's going to happen.
It's going to be... It's becoming a constant theme now in pro wrestling. I'm starting to really bloody hate it.
Yeah.
It's the will they or won't they, can they coexist nonsense. And they go and win the championships. And I'm like...
They do that on Raw every week. Can CM Punk coexist with the Usos?
I don't want to see Okada and Takeshita coexist. To be honest, I want to see Takeshita take the IWGP World title. And Okada's my favorite.
And just shove it in Okada's face.
No. One further. Okada should go to leave. Like, he's had enough of Takeshita, and Takeshita goes, well, if that's how you want to play it, fine. And he blasts him in the face with the belt and just walks. Yeah. Like I'm actually advocating for Okada being brutalized by Takeshita right now. He should take the title and smash his skull in.
What Okada, Kato, Kiyomiya type of violence?
Oh, that's different.
Yeah.
That's different. Kato, like, full on kicked him in the face, and it was beautiful because Okada's rage is incredible. But, like, I mean, like, playing
and just the symbolism that would be as well, given it's the IWGP title on Okada.
The problem is, Fernando, if you can... this is my problem. What's up, Tina? Good to see you. I'm not too bad, thanks. How are you doing?
But how would the New Japan real fans think about a outsider who used to be in New Japan turn on them and go to AEW and win the title? Didn't they cry about Moxley having it once before? Yeah,
the only thing is, though, is I don't think it will have as much symbolism as it does if it was Okada, because Okada came through the dojo. He came through the system. I feel like there's more axe to grind. I think if he really did take out Okada and he used the IWGP World title to do it,
I'd be like
killing. Be a lot of rage, if you know what I mean.
If I was going to say this, if I was like Gabe Kidd, because I think he's the future of New Japan. I'd be like, oh, there's Okada's crawling back, is he?
Yeah,
That's
you
what
should.
I'd be like.
That's what I would.
That's what
I
I'd
would
be
take
like.
it as an insult. Yeah, absolutely.
You're crawling back where you came from because you want something, but you went over there and on us.
Similar to how he treated Kenny when Kenny came back earlier this year.
Mm-hmm. Exactly that.
You could do that. You could do that with David Finlay as well, instead of Gabe, because we're going to talk about what's happening.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry.
We'll get there.
We're about to get to him right now.
So this match was Titan, Hiromu Takahashi, and Shingo Takagi versus Clark Connors, Taiji Ishimori, and David Finlay.
Motherfucker that he is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start not predicting David Finlay matches because he's fucked me over 2 shows in a row.
Yeah. Pretty much as most 6-man tags are, pretty much just preview tag stuff on a card to fill space.
Mm-hmm.
And as Temple mentioned, David Finlay won with the overkill.
He actually did it though. He actually did his finishing move and pinned
the overkill for the win. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your favorite bit of the match? Because see, for me, it wasn't David Finlay getting the pin, even though that really annoyed me because it means back-to-back shows I've got a match with him wrong because it's starting to really bug me now. But like, my favorite bit of the match is actually when Gado's trying to talk to Taiji Ishimori, and Ishimori's like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Yeah.
He actually looks at him and goes,
"Fuck you, bro."
It was absolutely hilarious. Exactly. Abu, we're the exact same. Every time we choose him, he never wins. And when we go against him, he wins. He's an absolute twat. Yeah, to be fair, that's why I love David Finlay. That's what I mean. Like the guy, that's when you know it's more than just fandom. It's pure personal hatred.
Yeah.
It's not funny. I don't like him. I hate him. But honestly, I just think it's absolutely funny, like how Gado goes, "What can I do? He's on my team. Can I talk to him?" And he just goes, "Like, what are you talking to me for?" And I'm like, we need more of this. More Ishimori Gado trolling.
Gado's really good.
Ishimori definitely didn't forget about that whole match that they had after the 2-hour rumble.
I know. I think that's exactly why. I think Gado's trying to make him forget, so he doesn't do the match with Gado. But obviously, he's like, when I get my hands on
Gado facing Ishimori, the Ishimori like anniversary match or something. I'm sure it was.
Yeah, it was. You know that pay-per-view where Ishimori had the 2. Yeah, you know the pay-per-view where Ishimori had the 2-hour rumble.
Yeah.
He had the match with Gado afterwards.
Yeah,
I think he's still pissed at Ishimori. I think.
Yeah, Historic X and Guangzhou.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks or a month. You said, calm down.
It's still funny. Like it's still funny, like the circumstance, you know, and like, that's what you want to see. Like,
do you know what I would like for Junior Tag League? Ishimori and Gado to get on and win the don't win the Junior Tag League, but
holy shit! It's on Watch Wrestling 100%. You need to watch it. It was really bloody good. It's a really good show. It's well worth the watch, man. Well worth it. This match, for record, was the second shortest match on the show. 7 minutes 58 seconds.
Yeah, and only 3 seconds longer than the shortest match, which conveniently again was another tag match, which just goes to show that unless you've got something, these matches don't need to be on these cards.
Yeah, effectively, you could have had a 7-match card and
given the women more time.
Yeah, Maria says it should have been longer. The women's match, absolutely. You could have actually had another women's match. You could have had the New Japan Strong title on this card.
The only thing with that is they've said that the Strong titles are specifically defended in America now. That's the only thing with that.
I know. They should make a special exception now and then, though.
Didn't say Kamatani's defend the title in Stardom twice already, though. She's defended the Strong title twice already in
She did it during the 5-star tournament, didn't she? It was the 5-star Grand Prix.
Yeah,
She had a
yeah.
match during that. Yeah. I think it was like they say special occasion, but it's Stardom. But I mean, like for an actual New Japan show, they don't do it for New Japan anymore, which is bizarre, really, because it's the
surprised that
Roman.
Momo didn't come out or something in that women's match. I'm still surprised in that.
Should have.
Because that leads to
But yeah,
Momo and probably Shuri next.
I think so.
And then
Yeah.
I think Momo won the Grand Prix, and then she faces the Stardom World Champion Saya at some point.
Mm-hmm. The one thing that New Japan and Stardom can't. Catherine, for fuck's sake. One women's match is too many. Not if it's good wrestling, Catherine. Not if it's good wrestling. If it's like a Maxine Dupree match, then I absolutely agree. But if it's like matches that involves great wrestlers, then more than one is required.
Yeah.
So, damn it, you mad Raj.
But yeah, this match was pretty much. There's not much to really.
They just set this tone. They just set this tone for stuff in the show, really, didn't it? Really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did. And again, lads, I just want to point out that the global title was absolutely phenomenal watch. It was. The world title main event was.
Okay.
At the very start, it was very sloppy, but it grew in.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree, I was definitely right when I said when it came to matches what was going to be either match of the night or big contender. Match number 3 fucking proved me right.
Yes.
Yeah, Drill is just fucking ridiculous, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Riot in Rio match.
One absolute phenomenal match we got, and it was under 14 minutes, but I don't care because it felt like 25 the way they went at each other.
But before we get into this match, we need to talk about Sonata's entrance.
Was it fucking? It wasn't even. I was looking at the entrance, and then he just came out with something on, and I was like, "Is this pre-recorded entrance or something?"
It was just so.
I just find it hilarious that Walker and Chris were confused at who that was and where they went.
They were going to go, is that Sonata? Who's that? And I'm just sitting there going.
And then they say, and then they see him in the crowd, and it was like, well, that's Sonata. Then who was that then?
It was perfect.
It was like a pre-recorded entrance of Sonata or something, wasn't it?
Yeah. The only thing that we didn't get in this match is a shame that we should have is the OG like Bullet Club gear just to troll him. It's the only thing that I wanted, but the match was still phenomenal. Drilla Maloney was up against like Sonata's entrance, but to be fair, the performance versus the entrance is actually hand in hand. It was perfect.
Drilla busted open in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, both of them were.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, honestly, lads, I for a no DQ, no count out match.
It's brilliant.
I keep saying on this podcast, I would never take that move ever.
I said I would because I've just got guts, but I fucking loved it.
There's a lot. There were chairs, there were tables, guitars, forks, House of Torture, Clark Connors, wheels. It was just.
It was really fun.
And Sonata's well kept playing with his beard.
Yeah.
Every time he had a thought, he was like, "What move
Oh,
do I do next?"
Did you not see the lead up to King of Pro Wrestling when the match was just a normal match, and then like I think it was an all-star, I think it was an 8-man tag or something, and the ring announcers started saying something in English because Sonata was speaking in Japanese. He went, something to Driller. Forgot what he said now. It was funny as hell.
Honestly, I think Sonata can see. There's something I seen the other day. Someone put this up on Twitter the other day. We kind of took the piss out of Seth Rollins the other day for this, right? But we said for a joke last night. We said for a joke that Seth Rollins is literally just a Timu Sanada when it comes to like how Sanada dresses. Like Sanada pulls off gay chic better than Seth Rollins tries it. Like he does. And it's just absolutely funny that Sanada actually pulls off like a gay personality for a straight man better than Seth Rollins does in the same exact circumstance. Like they both
If there was
do it.
ever a forbidden door, you know what my dream match, wasn't it?
Yeah.
My dream match would be Fernando versus Seth Rollins.
Aye. And to be fair, in a fashion contest, Reece is a team with Abel. I'm not bald, you stupid fuck. And I'm not 5'8". What an insult. Son of a
But yeah,
bitch.
there was a funny moment in this match where Dick Togo and Kanemaru came out.
Yeah. For once, Kanemaru actually did his job right.
Yeah. And there was this funny moment where Driller made, I think it was Dick Togo, throw some powder in Kanemaru's eyes, and then he made Kanemaru spit whiskey in Dick Togo's face.
Mm-hmm. It was just so worth it. Like, honestly, these two could literally shoot each other with BB guns, and I still wouldn't get bored. Because it was just pure brilliant for the whole 13 minutes and 37 seconds.
Yeah. And the ending to this match was brilliant as well, with the whole low blow attempt and then Driller just blasting Sonata with his guitar.
Yeah. I'll let Josiah answer that one because I need a drink.
Okay, so for the predictions, there was a 3-way tie, which I wasn't involved in. But because there was a 100% from Chester, it's going to an Iron Man match to decide who the champion is.
It certainly is. And that will be after this. I'm still trying to figure out why Nagelsmann is playing Serge Gnabry as a central midfielder and he's playing Florian Wirtz on the left wing in a 4-1-4-1. I'm still trying to figure that out. But carry on, sir. Carry on.
But yeah, I really enjoyed this match, and I'd be interested to see where both wrestlers go from here.
I think I agree with what he is. Oh, he is mental. That's why he's my favorite manager. I agree with something that it was the three was Temple, Chester, and Fernando. There's something that, to be fair, we did kind of say it we did say it during our G1 reviews, but Temple did bring up again last night, which was great. So it shows that we're in the same wavelength.
Yeah.
About Drilla going into the never open weight division, and it makes sense. But the one that I'm not so sure about is Sanada, because I don't know where he goes. But the one thing is for sure, no matter where he goes, he's going to be the attraction.
Yeah.
Because he is. He is a genuine attraction.
TV title.
Maybe. But do you want to limit Sanada? But do you want to limit Sanada to TV titles? I'm not saying it's a bad thing. But
You could elevate it. You could elevate that title. Just because it's the TV title, and you
I'm
think
not saying that
arguing the other titles, you might elevate that title.
True, I'm not saying it in a dismissive manner. I'm just saying, do you want to put Sanada on just TV title matches? France 2-2 with Iceland. Oh my Christ.
Yeah.
Still 1-0 Germany, but he's playing Pavlovich as a solo holding midfielder. I like this. You better get a second fucking goal. But I just don't know. But one thing is, if Sanada did go into the TV title, if he did go into the TV title division, you look at it in general, it does need some fresh blood. I do agree. Because let's be real, ELP is pretty much that division on his own. There's no one else really in that division. They need to establish one fully. And he'd be the good one. So Billy wants to know if he beat me and did he beat Abul? Well,
I know who might get sued. We might talk about the Intercontinental. Well, not Intercontinental. The Global Heavyweight. You could call it the Intercontinental because it's a white strap. You may as well call it that.
To be fair, I'm the same. Like I want them just to go back to it, but they won't. But all in all, we had a great match, and I'll say this comfortably as well. But the next one, the Bishamon versus TMDK,
waste of time.
Yeah, it was horse shit. It was a dread.
So I guess we can just move swiftly on to the match after then. I guess.
Yep, the match that screwed everybody over. In
Yeah.
essence,
Which was El Phantasma against Hiroshi Tanahashi.
ending
And in hindsight, a result where in hindsight we probably all should have seen this coming.
15-minute time limit draw, was it?
It was a 15-minute draw, yeah. And a
That's
waste
what the
of time.
title is now, isn't it? The TV title, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always done that, haven't I think they should stop doing that. But that's just me.
There's a lot of working on the knee, on El Phantasma's knee in this match.
Yeah, there was.
And it didn't, and I don't know how I felt about some of his selling. Some of it didn't seem very good.
I just think they were either not interested or they were just not up to snuff.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't have chemistry in the ring.
Yeah.
It almost felt like they were trying too hard to not have a winner rather than just wrestling out the 15 minutes.
Yeah. I feel like that's what they could have done, and they could have made it more interesting, but instead they just delayed it as much as they can and then go, oh, right, we've got the time limit now, just end it here.
Yeah.
It was weak. It was a weak way to go, and just really fucking disappointed.
Because they actually had Tanahashi kick out of Phantasma's finisher, which didn't make any sense, because you never really see that happen.
Exactly. If you're gonna have him kick out the finish, why not just have him hit the finish, go for the pin,
and then the time limit expires him.
Rather
than putting him in a submission afterwards to have the time limit run out then.
Yeah, 1, 2, there goes the buzzer. Would have been.
And it's not even leading to anything, because they're not having another match, but instead they're going to be teaming up for World Tag League.
Is that official? That?
Yeah.
No.
It is.
Have the teams come out yet?
No, but they confirmed that that's going to happen in their backstage comments.
They confirmed a lot of good things in the backstage, except for Rocky Romero.
Yeah, he can piss off and never come back, for all I care.
Yeah, I posted some backstage comments in the Discord if you want to go back and watch them.
I certainly won't be.
What did you guys think of this match?
Honestly, I enjoyed it, considering the fact I do love TV title matches, I do love TV title stipulations, and I love the way the matches are structured.
I feel like it gives a sense of urgency given the time limit.
Yeah, I just don't fucking like. I just don't like that it led to a time limit draw.
Yeah, they're not great. I mean, if the draws are being done to tell a story, I don't mind it. But if it's just as a throwaway result, then I'm not a fan of them.
We should stop the time limit draws in this TV title, in my opinion, but it is what it is, I guess. I didn't really care for this match, to be fair.
What were your thoughts on the match, Temple?
Abu, what a comment.
What did I think about it? I think the match pacing was a bit too slow. But obviously Tanahashi's in the ring, so I get why it's went that bit slow. But because Tanahashi can't really go as he used to, because his legs are fucked. So I get that. But,
don't worry, Chester, I'm going to slaughter that very soon. I'm going to.
I just thought the match was a bit too slow, in my opinion. And the time limit draw just didn't make any sense to me because they always do it with this title.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And I think they should scrap the time limit. 15
You
minutes.
reckon?
Yeah, I think they should just scrap it.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can though. That's the problem. I think because it's a genuine circumstance. I think they should extend it though.
They should extend
Maybe give it 20 minutes instead of 15.
Yeah, 20 is enough.
20, 25, something like that.
Yeah.
ELP gets who at Wrestle Kingdom for the title, though? That's the question. A multiple of people like always gets fatal 4-ways or something.
I guess we'll have to see. Obviously, but it seems like we know where Tanahashi's going for Wrestle Kingdom, but again, we'll talk about that later.
I was shocked
and
for
then,
that. And that comes up in a bit.
Yeah. But before that, we have the never openweight title match between Boltin Oleg and Evil. And
Evil wins,
yes, he did.
Don't you think this match was a bit short, though? I think it was a bit short.
11 minutes, 40 seconds.
Yeah, that was a bit short for me.
So I think it was the third shortest match on this card.
And then somebody came out after the match and Evil wins.
Yeah.
Which is very intriguing to me. And I'll tell you what I think about what's coming up in the World Tag League, what I would absolutely love.
And what's that?
Well, Aaron Wolf wants Evil at Wrestle Kingdom, doesn't he?
Yeah.
What about Aaron Wolf and Bolton in World Tag League?
Ooh, that would be a very... But the only thing is, they've said that Aaron Wolf's debut is going to be at Wrestle Kingdom.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but it would have been fucking cool to have Bolton and Aaron Wolf in World Tag League together.
It would be cool, yeah. But yeah, this match...
Evil at Wrestle Kingdom then? In his debut match, or does he lose?
I would expect him to win that.
Evil could actually be very smart here and put over Aaron Wolf.
Yeah. But yeah, this match is pretty much exactly what you would expect from an Evil match.
Yeah. House of Torture stuff.
Yep.
Shenanigans all over the place as per usual.
Although Toru Yano did come out and try to do his best to get rid of them all. But then he completely forgot about Sho and Dokeep. And then I believe it was Boltin Oleg hitting a kamikaze on Sho and then getting blasted in the knee with Doki's pipe.
Doki's double jump for some reason.
Yeah. And then that led to Evil and the win.
And then he gets Aaron Wolf at Wrestle Kingdom, probably for the Never title.
Yep. And I really like how Aaron Wolf was presented here. Like they made him look like a threat immediately.
It was very physical.
Yeah.
Physical. I want to get physical with you.
Yeah. And then it's just like he just wasn't fazed by Evil at all. He just
That was actually an issue I had with this match. If you look at it on a deep perspective, is like that's a part of like Evil that stands out is you would expect him to have a little bit of a fear of evil. Because evil, obviously, not just being a veteran, evil is built as the Lord of Darkness of fucking New Japan. Like, this guy has one of the best gimmicks.
Yeah.
And they absolutely fuck him up. And
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. Abdul says Adam Wolf from SWA is now in New Japan War Transfer.
Oh yeah, I forgot you've got a CAW called Aaron Wolf, haven't you? I forgot.
No, we've got Akira Wolf.
Is that Aaron Wolf's sister then?
Brother.
Oh well, brother then. From two different dimensions.
Yeah.
Potentially.
I've got a car in real life person called Thomas Wolf. Is he his cousin or something?
Maybe.
You never know in this day and age.
But this match
live in the year 3025. So
in Mexico.
But yeah, this match was. It wasn't the worst match, but it also wasn't great. But it's to be expected when you have House of Torture running in and doing what they do.
I think what this match did lack, honestly, was a bit of vulnerability from the champion.
Yeah.
I don't think Bolton showed any vulnerability as someone who was in jeopardy. I felt like he constantly felt like he was in control or he was in no threat. And I'm like, mate, you're up against one of New Japan's not just best talents, but one of like their more premier talents who gets a genuine good match with someone when you really deliver.
Because it felt like until Show and Doki came out, all of House of Torture's interferences were largely ineffective because Bolton Oleg was just dealing with it himself.
Exactly. And you're like, where's the vulnerability? And if you had a little bit of vulnerability, I think a lot more people would care if Bolton lost. And we are Bolton fans on this channel, but see what I'm going to see the way this match went. See at the end, I was like, you know what? Thank fuck Evil won. Because Bolton, this whole match, he really disappointed me. He was a disappointment. And that's saying something because the person in the next match is an even bigger disappointment in life in general.
And he actually had a good showing in that match. Yes.
Even worse.
And that match was Heat. Is it Heat Storm? Or no, that's it's
Rough Storm.
Rough Storm. Yeah, that's it. Rough Storm against KOB. And just the brutality of this match was a sight to behold.
Yeah. 14 minutes, 40 seconds, and just give me more of Utah Ice and Oscar.
Yeah.
Just give me more of
Just give me more Utah Ice, please. That guy's got charisma coming out of his bum.
He's just hilarious. He's just genuine hilarious.
Yeah.
I love that piece. The guy's got charisma coming out of his fucking eyes, ears, and everything, that guy.
Yeah.
Bumbaclat.
Bumbaclat.
Yeah.
The Bumbaclat needle, that's what I call it now. The Bumbaclat.
That's what it's called. That's literally what it's called. Yeah, that's what it's called.
Yeah. That's literally like the phrase and the finisher. It's even better.
Yeah.
Should Evil ever win Evil has been WWE champion before, he took off
he should win it again.
He took off Naito and then lost it back to him.
And yes, he should win it again.
He nicked it off Moxley and sprayed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which was worth it. But should he win it again? Yeah, Evil should. And you know what he should do? He should win it off Takeshita. This is the only time where I would rub it in Tony Khan's face. Because if he doesn't rate Evil, then they should book him to beat Takeshita. Sorry, they should book him to beat Takeshita for the world title.
Yeah.
And he should hold it all the way past Forbidden Door, so he's got to include him on the show.
Yeah.
Why does Tony Khan not like Evil or House of Torture?
He generally said that he doesn't like Evil's style. He doesn't like how Evil looks, and he doesn't like how Evil wrestles in general. Style and just how he does a wrestling match, and he doesn't like his look. And I'm like, mate, you employ Danhausen, Daniel Garcia, Orange Cassidy, who are all gimps.
Now, I'm going to say this, right? I love Sting, right? What was Sting? It was the same thing to Evil if you get
They
the
are.
genre.
Like,
So
if you had
what
like
fucking-
Scorpion Death Drop, Scorpion Death Lock, Darkness Scorpion, it's the same fucking move, same look. The only difference is he doesn't wear full face paint, he just wears the light face paint around his eyes.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Evil's just like
he's
the
just a more
Undertaker with a bit of aura.
Yeah.
basically. You could say he is like Ministry Taker and like late 90s Crow Sting in one.
So why does Tony Khan not like Evil?
No idea.
Because Tony Khan doesn't have a brain.
When it comes
Tony
to Evil,
Khan just
absolutely.
puts for himself anyway.
Exactly. He should, like, especially considering like he has a lot of what we get. He has a lot of ex New Japan talent on his show. But if you were to genuinely have cross promotion events, and you've got Evil there, where Evil could effectively go up against one of your main talents, Evil would do business. I think that's what he's afraid of. I think he's afraid that Evil wouldn't do business as well, and I'm like, Evil would. He's actually one of the most selfless wrestlers there is out there. Like, this is the same guy.
A match that would actually intrigue me if they ever did like Evil come into a Forbidden Door, Evil versus Brody King or something.
Yeah, like that would be perfect. That'd be a perfect G1 match. But like, I don't get why he doesn't book. I'm actually going to find the exact thing he said.
Is it just me, or did Shota Unamo had a fucking stinker?
No, he was actually good today, I thought.
It's even better. What's even funnier as well is Evil actually begged to confront Tony Khan at Forbidden Door because of the fact he didn't like him. Yeah. So this is from August this year. So this is just that general report, which again makes no fucking sense.
After the tag match, obviously Yuta Ice and Oscar retained. Do you want to see the backstage what they said?
No, actually.
All right, so when there was backstage.
Oh wait, no. I do know what he said. I think Yuta Ice said something about Shota taking his ref's shoes and becoming the referee.
Yeah, he said low budget Ishii. The irony of low budget Ishii is so strong, lol. And Yuta Ice and Oscar goes on to say that Shota can go on another excursion and maybe shave his head again, or put on red shoes and be a referee like his father.
Yeah,
absolutely, genuinely trolled him. It was so good. He ruined him, and it was worth it. Like, absolutely loved it.
And then looking forward, obviously we know that Shota and Yuya, they're gonna carry on being a team.
Do you know what amazed me? You know what amazed me in the year 2025? A tag team finishing move actually finished the move. Tag match. Finishing move. Tag team finishing move. Finished the tag match in 2025.
Yeah. And then as for the Knockout Brothers, we're going to talk about.
It's not just the fact that a tag finisher also finished a match. It's a tag finisher that looks vicious. That ended a match.
If anyone
as I said,
fucking pissed. Protect that move.
Yeah. But yeah, as I said, Shota and Yuya, they're gonna probably go on to World Tag League and do some things. And that's for the Knockout Brothers.
Probably get to the semi-finals because it's shorter.
Yeah. And then as for the Knockout Brothers, well, we're gonna get into that shortly because the match after that was Yota Tsuji and Gabe Kidd for the global title.
Excellent match. Perfection to perfection ending.
Yeah. I'm going to say I am very shocked that they went with the decision to have Gabe tap out to Tsuji with.
Yeah, but what move was it?
The Boston Crab.
What do young lions do?
The Boston
Crab.
Mm-hmm. What did Yota Tsuji do to Gabe Kidd all the time there was young lions?
Boston Crab.
Boston Crab and tapping Gabe Kidd out.
But I'm surprised that they've actually gone with that.
Yes, Abel, Gabe Kidd lost, and who was the only person to predict that? You're Wickham.
It was a good match, though. The brilliant finish.
Yeah.
Great story as well.
I'm going to be happy.
Yeah.
I'm going to be happy with Smug Bastard on that, because I did say last night it's last chance for Suji, and if he doesn't win, then he's not going to Wrestle Kingdom. I said that last night. Like, that would have been
When
it for
people
him.
say that New Japan don't tell stories, then they need to go and get their eyes tested. Or work
Yeah.
lighted up with glasses or something.
What's crazy about this match, if you actually deep it, maybe 4 or 5 separate stories start and finish and progress in this match alone.
That's
Yeah.
what I mean. And
Which-
when people say, "Oh,
rare.
you need story," wrestling in the match is actually a story as well. People need to understand that as well.
That's my
Yeah.
favorite.
That's
That's
right.
my favorite. That's my favorite way of
That's my
storytelling.
favorite way of telling a story, progressing in moods in
Yeah.
the freaking match.
Match-based storytelling is one of the best, and I'll give you another prime example of great match-based storytelling. Will Ospreay using the Tiger Driver after it got banned. Will he or won't he do it? And eventually he did do it, and it was incredible. That's a great story. A wrestling move is a story.
And that's where, and Kyle Fletcher did it to make him a star. But people think that Kyle Fletcher's not a star.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it was.
But yeah, I was going to say, the chemistry that these two have is on a special level.
I'm going to go on a dime.
Not better than us three, though, is it?
Exactly.
No.
I'm going to put this in terms of wrestling chemistry. I'm going to put this up there in recent years. I'm going to put it up there with. Ooh, I might get a lot crazy. I'm actually going to say Styles versus Nakamura chemistry level.
When there was a New Japan.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Both competing and teaming with each other. Competing against and teaming with each other. I'm getting that level of chemistry. And I'm like, fuck. I was close to say Okada versus Kenny, but I'm not sure if I'm being harsh on that in terms of like considering what they did. But Okada versus Nakamura, you could say Tanahashi.
I was gonna say Naito and Tanahashi would have been another good example.
Naito
I would have
Tanahashi.
gone with Nakamura and Shibata had fucking amazing chemistry.
Yeah, that's another one. Even Okada Styles had the map. Like,
And a little shout out to a very underrated wrestler, Nakamura and Shelton Benjamin had good chemistry in Japan as well.
Yeah, that's another great shout. It's a genuine great shout. Even Jericho Omega is another great chemistry. Jericho and I have got some of the best chemistry ever. That does not get talked about enough.
You could also say Naito Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah.
Will Ospreay Naito, that G1 match a couple of years ago, that was probably, in my opinion, the best G1 match I've ever seen.
Well, Ospreay Naito.
The semi-finals match a couple of
2
years
years ago.
ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah. Well, the one where Ospreay had to carry Naito through basically the last half of the match.
Yeah. To be fair,
but it was brilliant, the match. Come on.
Yeah, like it's true. He does carry him, but it's not like it's a total carry job. Because Naito, that whole tournament, nobody bet on that. Like, nobody bet against Naito in that tournament because you were like, "Oh, it's coming." But you didn't think it was going to be that one. You're like, "Oh, it was so good." But this is an example. These two, Gabe Kidd and Yota Tsuji, for 24 minutes. Honest to God, this was 24 minutes of pure heaven in a wrestling match.
Yeah. And then I feel like
just be like Yota Tsuji versus Gabe all the time.
Yeah.
For a good 3 hours.
This was 24. It's 24 minutes, and they should have went longer.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But I'm not gonna lie. This might sound crazy because not the main event should be the longest match, but I actually think this match should have went about 35 minutes, and the world title should have been stuck at 31 minutes.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I actually feel like the ending of this match complemented the actual match itself perfectly. Because you have Tsuji and Gabe showing respect to each other in the middle of the ring at the end of the match.
And then fucking
and then suddenly you see the War Dogs come out. And then you start to think, oh, what's going on here? And then they get into the ring, and you think that they're gonna jump Gabe and like excommunicate him for losing.
Yeah,
But then you see, you're gone.
I was thinking when Dave was going to come out, I was like, my prediction's going to come true, eh? David Finley's going to turn on fucking Gabe here, innit?
Yeah, that's what I thought as well. And then they all get into the ring, but before anything happens, the unaffiliates they also join the ring, and then weirdly they all just start shaking hands and hugging each other.
Except for Yota Tsuji and Yuto Ice.
And
Yeah,
then you
at first.
around and fucking did his hand gesture and shit.
Yeah, and then they, because you notice everyone. It's like you notice everyone was so eager to like shake hands and like just get along with each other. And then you see the Knockout Brothers; they're just standing there confused, looking at everyone.
Like, what the fuck?
And then you have the unaffiliates kind of just egging Yuto Ice on, and then he just joins.
Yuto Ice.
And I just want to say that whole Yota Tsuji and Yuto Ice exchange, that was way funnier than it should have been. That was
excellent.
It was phenomenal.
Do you think that'd be a good? I know why we actually shake hands, and I think the ex-LIJ Los Ingobernables, the Japón, in my opinion, are going to join Bullet Club War Dogs, right? And they're going to be a subgroup, and their enemy is my friend type of storyline, and we're going to get another dog pound cage match with LIJ War Dogs against House of Torture.
I'm not sure if they'll like. I do admire the cage match in particular, but they've got to be so careful because considering how great that match is, it did cost the career of generally the upstart that we should have gotten, Coughlin.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a risk when you do these kinds of matches, but like.
And also, you don't want to have it overexposed because you've had 2 in 2 years. You don't want it to have to be every year. You have to have a cage match. It needs to feel special and have a specific cause.
Have we had one this year? We have, haven't we?
Yeah. With House of Torture. And that's when they got kicked out of Bullet Club.
Yeah. It was worth it. But
do you think they joined War Dogs, or did they just friends handshake was just a handshake of saying they respect you type of deal, or do you think they've joined?
Well, if you listen to
David Finley,
the backstage comments, Finley actually made the statement where we could fight forever, basically, and just end up destroying each other, or we could join forces together and destroy everyone else. So I think that pretty much says that they are joining the War Dogs thing.
That'd be unstoppable.
Honestly, I think it would be.
And then that was Finley's, and then in Tsuji's backstage comments, before he made the Tanahashi challenge, he also said that match between him and Gabe, for him, has ended the story of him and the War Dogs, and he's done fighting with Finley and Gabe, and he wants to instead collaborate with them.
Yeah,
against a common enemy in House of Torture, probably.
And I think the good thing as well is if you do this union.
Don't you think New Japan's in this like unit war type of era?
Yeah.
You've got House of Torture's got so many members. You've got LIJ joining War Dogs. That's 2. You've got Zack's group.
And then you've got Hentai, who have basically everyone.
And then you've got the United Empire. That's 5.
Are they going to have United Empire and TMDK just form? Because
I think they'll join. I think TMDK and United Empire will join together.
Yeah, may as well. So there's going to be a war in New Japan going forward.
I think they'll join. They'll become United TMDK, and I think that will honestly be great. And then at that point, you can really have a faction war within New Japan.
So they're going to be 4 factions, and then they're just going to copy off Dragon Gate, and then I'm going to be pissed.
I don't, not directly copy, because to be fair, faction wars like this have been going on for years across promotions. But what
Yeah.
New Japan can do differently, is the one thing the one thing these companies don't do well, and this is something that ECW, TNA, and their prime days, WWE during the
Now.
90s, now, Dragon Gate don't do this. Noah don't do this. AEW certainly haven't done this. New Japan could really set a difference if you do a, a full-on faction war, and instead of it leading to one dominant faction, it leads to all four factions dissolving at once.
Yeah, they
Ooh.
could do the Toryman thing like they did in Dragon Gate in the 90s.
You could
Like
have
the new generation Toryman versus the Toryman generation. Well, they're doing it now, in Dragon Gate, aren't they? Like with Shun Skywalker.
But how would you have all of the factions just fall apart at once?
I would honestly do it by some form of
that cage match. Whoever loses disbands type of
yeah.
thing.
I would dissolve them all in one way, and I would blow it up in their faces. I think it'd be so good. It would be so good. And the thing is, though,
They better
won't
not take my idea off Dragon Gate because I'll kill. It's called Dead or Alive Cage, Faction Warfare. They're doing it this year as well. I don't know if they're going to do it in Dragon Gate because the venue's been closed.
Actually, I just thought of something that would be really cool. You've got all four factions, House of Torture, say United Empire and TMDK do join together. You've got the Bullet Club War Dogs with the unaffiliates beside each other. And then you got Hentai.
Yeah.
It would be so cool if you do the match where all four factions are there, and then through that you've got one new faction that stands alone, and it's a new chaos led by evil. A new chaos led by evil. Honestly, I think would be, and it's the only faction. New Japan versus like the new chaos or something like that. It would be insanity.
I don't know how that would work though.
Remember what?
Because
remember
surely everyone in the New Japan side would still have their own goals and ambitions. I don't know how that would.
They would, but remember when we did the fantasy booking of, well, evil just goes on and becomes like that evil prison of his own where he just wants to take over himself, and it's just him against everybody. It doesn't matter who's in front of him. You could do like that where he, instead of limiting to just a full recruit, Chaos is just a one-man faction. It's just a one-man army. Whoever's in front of him doesn't really matter. It's Evil's time is Evil's company.
Okay.
It's a strong, crazy possibility, but we don't know like what we'll do. But I'll tell you one thing that's absolutely worth it. What's worth it is the fact that we got delivered a phenomenal match. We got delivered a phenomenal title match. A champion who, quite frankly, needed a route to Wrestle Kingdom. But he's actually got a route that benefits him, and also it benefits the man he beat.
Yeah.
Because now we don't know where Gabe Kidd goes. But you want to know. Yeah. Whereas
it's like we have an idea of where Gabe may be going, but now it's just a case of waiting to see if that's actually what they're doing.
Exactly.
What if Maria's right and he goes AEW?
I can't see that happening.
I think he stays with New Japan, and I think Josiah will agree, considering what happened in the main event.
Yep. I think that Gabe's staying. I think that he's already decided that he's staying, and basically what they're going to do is reward him for staying by giving him the title at Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah. And how fitting would it be at Wrestle Kingdom, Yota Tsuji as champion retires Tanahashi, and Gabe Kidd wins the IWGP World title, and it's literally Tsuji, Gabe Kidd as the two main champions.
Yeah, the future of New Japan. Yeah.
It would be
And then David Finley's there fucking jealous, and then you can do that switch.
Yep. Exactly. And which one does he go for? Does he go for Suji again?
Goes for the
Or does he
crown.
go,
Goes
or does
for
he
the
go for
crown.
Gabe? It would be perfect because in the wings, waiting, is Gabe Kidd ready to screw him?
Yeah.
Because that is
Or
coming.
vice versa.
Yeah. We're getting something. And honestly, I'm so excited for it. But hey,
You have
Joe,
Gabe Kidd go for the crown, and you give,
Yeah.
and Suji wins at Wrestle Kingdom, both in the ring, celebrate. David Finley's there, jealous as hell. 2026, you do this turn where David Finley just fucking goes mental. And then you do that feud with Gabe and David Finley. Yota Tsuji gets an up-and-coming called, I don't know, Yu Uemura or Owawa from TMDK or something for the
Yeah.
and you put the strength on it where forget Eddie Kingston being the Mad King. You've got the real Mad King in David Finley when
Yeah.
he goes absolutely nuclear psycho.
That would be a spectacle.
And then the mastermind of all this was
Gator.
Gaino.
Yeah. Let's be real. I don't think Gado and David Finley need to be in Bullet Club anymore. Neither of them do.
David Finley on his own and Gaydor together on their own. Perfect together. I don't think Jay White didn't need Gaydor, did he? Or did he? You reckon?
He only needed it just to get in the Bullet Club, and then the minute he became leader, Gado was just an afterthought.
Yeah.
Same with Okada and Gaydor back in Chaos.
Yeah.
Okada was just very stupid. Like, even though Okada's an absolute one of the GOATs, like Okada was stupid to really constantly rely on Gado's word. He shouldn't, like, if he didn't do that, he would have been totally fine.
Yeah.
I saw online that people were saying, New Japan's attendance is going down. Oh, TNA's arena is empty. I was watching Bound for Glory last night. It was last night, wasn't it? And in the I think I caught Reece in the live chat, I think.
I went
There was loads of
I got so
spawning
angry.
messages saying, "Oh my god, this is like AEW. There's no one there." Like it was like it's the point show, guys.
I got so pissed off in the Bound for Glory countdown show live chat, and I'm sitting there going like, they're like, "Oh, there's hardly anyone there. They're disrespecting these guys by making them do their Hall of Fame inductions in front of no people." And I'm like, they chose to do it on the countdown show, but people were getting in. There were still a couple of thousand people in there already. Although, when we do get to talking about Bound for Glory, there is certainly some things on that does need to be questioned. One thing, like, we'll fly through it. Like, one thing is for sure, there's numbers and then there's sus.
Yeah.
And I say that as a TNA fan, very, very bloody sus.
Let's get into the main event then. Let's get into the IWGP title main event.
Yes, and before we do that, just to let you know, lads, because it's been that good a show. It doesn't feel like it. We've only been live for an hour and a half.
Yeah. And we still got to talk about the main event of this show, which was Takeshita winning the title from Zack Sabre Jr.
Was it a right move though?
That's what
I think so. And I didn't think that they were going to go for it when they announced that Goto was coming back.
It's a good thing.
But I'm very happy that they've done it, man.
Like Gabe's just lost the global title, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
An outsider from AEW's just won.
Yeah.
The IWGP World Heavyweight title. Gabe.
What better way for Gabe to really prove what he's been saying about New Japan and AEW than to be the one to take the title back?
Absolutely.
And I would also like this to tie into the Death Rider story, to where he has to make a decision.
New Japan or AEW.
And he needs to choose New Japan.
If Gabe Kidd's got a brain, and I'm sure he has because he's English like us lot. I think he should be like an outsider just won the IWGP title.
Yeah.
The last time I was in the ring with Tanahashi, I wore the lions on my bloody outfit. he goes
Yeah.
into Wrestle Kingdom in the same outfit and wins the title and brings it home at Wrestle Kingdom. That's what I think. Huh?
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree 100% on that. This main event was, again, it started badly though. Like it was just sloppy. Like, I don't know.
It's a good move, and it's not. It's a good move, and it's not a good move. If you get what I mean? It's a good move. It's a good move. It's a good move due to storyline with Gabe Kidd winning that Wrestle Kingdom and finally getting the title back from an AW guy. And also, it's a bad move because an AW guy just come in, won the G1 and won the world title off a New Japan guy.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Another thing as well that makes it feel odd as well is the part that really let me down. And I don't know if it's because the crowd were just digesting the result or something, but there was barely any outrage.
Yeah.
When the bell went after Takeshita was crowned champion. I'm like, surely you would boo the shit out of Takeshita winning the title, but they didn't.
Same with Hiromu winning the GHC Junior Heavyweight
Exactly.
title.
Like,
Yeah.
Exactly.
No
You should be
outsider has won your title, so and you're clapping and you're cheering.
exactly,
So,
and they didn't do it. And I'm like, why would you not do that?
I reckon they're going with the angle of where, sure, they may not want him as the champion, but he's going to win them over with his performances.
I know what Gabe Kidd should do for this match leading up to it. Takeshita is not actually an AW guy. He's a stupid DDT, and what deals DDT wrestlers do? They have stupid bloody matches, don't they?
Yeah.
And Gabe Kidd could say something in his promo saying some ridiculous, funny stuff, saying, you work for DDT, you have matches in trolleys and stuff like that, or whatnot.
I would say for a laugh.
I mean, he's referenced that before.
Yeah. He needs to he needs to say Takeshita for a laugh in Japanese to his face. You couldn't even beat a blow-up doll. How are you going to beat me? Like, just absolute wind him up, like, in funniest form. Like, you couldn't beat a blow-up doll, so how are you going to beat me?
That brought out Kota Ibushi's best match, though.
No.
I'm joking.
It's a fun.
I could have a 5-star match with that bloody blow-up thing.
To be fair, most people could. It was funny. Like, it was funny in the reference, but like, use that as a weapon.
Yeah.
And it will really get under his skin. I think they're really doing it, but that's the thing. Like, people are saying, like, all these companies don't do stories; they just tell matches. No, they tell stories in a different way. You just need to have a brain and actually understand and think. Not everything needs to be.
Think about, I want stories. If you want a story, go read a book.
Exactly. Or if you want a story, buy a bracelet with someone's shitty name on it.
Yeah, and put it down your pants and kiss it like CM Punk did the day.
Yeah.
Exactly. Unfortunately, Triple H and his people don't have brains. Well,
we're going to talk about that. Don't worry.
Yeah, confused in a manner, of course. Like, still confused.
I have a massive, strongly opinion on the Raw. That I've not highlight, but I've got a massive opinion on this, and people might hate me on this, but I have a point.
Oh, don't worry. I told Josiah ahead of time when I said I'm gonna wind up your day by saying that we're gonna talk Raw. I told Josiah that you're not happy, so we're gonna do that.
Yeah.
Don't worry. But any last comments on King of Pro Wrestling? I'm just gonna say, apart from two matches that matter, love the match, love the show, best event of the weekend by far.
Yeah.
Better than Crown Jewel. Better than Bound for piss-ups.
Yeah.
Like, all round.
What do you think is the best match of the weekend?
Oh.
Crown Jewel, Bound for Glory, King of Pro Wrestling.
I don't know. I think it's a toss-up between Kid and Suji and Cena Styles.
I think the most exciting match for me, 100% for the weekend, was Suji versus Gabe Kidd. Best match, I would still have to say, was Sanada versus Maloney. Worst match of the weekend. Not even gonna change my mind on this one. Worst match of the weekend.
Slater
Leon Slater versus that bouncy castle Javon Evans.
Yeah.
I've got an
And it's
opinion
not,
on that.
it's not even the worst thing about it. It's not even their fault. Isn't it?
Yeah, shit
Right,
creative.
Leon Slater and John Evans had an absolute barn burner of a 5-star freaking match.
I hate
And
that.
then
Match
Dark State.
ended the gate and got ruined by Dark State.
Whoever, honestly, whoever booked that match needs to be taken behind a woodshed and beaten with a baseball bat because it was bloody
Yeah.
disgraceful. And I said it to Josiah because I messaged him. I said it's the worst X Division match and the worst Bound for Glory match I've ever watched. And it's the worst Bound for Glory pay-per-view I've ever watched.
It was
And
a
I've seen them
horrible
all.
ending.
I still haven't even watched the show. And I told you that I'm not watching anything apart from the tables match, just to have a laugh. And I still haven't even done that yet, man.
One thing I will say about that tables match,
It wasn't that bad.
I'm glad no one got seriously injured.
And I also want to say that I'm glad that the Dudleys are finally retiring.
Are we going to go do Bound for Glory predictions and review that next, guys? Or yeah?
Yes, we are. We're just going to steamroll it. And that's okay, Roy Sheen. As long as you're all right, that's all that matters. Like, remember that we are absolutely here. Fletch says, after this weekend, I'll give WWE a shot. You're brave. I'm
glad that the Dudleys are retiring because Devon, as good as he was in that match, he doesn't need to be in the ring anymore.
Yeah.
And Bully Ray can just stick back to being an idiot that does podcasting.
Yeah, he can go back to being a fat, useless fuck.
And if you haven't already, hit the like button because it's all free.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's free like the common cold, except we won't kill you, we'll just talk to you.
Yeah.
But in this circumstance, we've got some matches on this show that we'll just quickly dive into, of course. So, call a spade, Macklin versus Kazarian. Well,
the star of that match was Steve Macklin's mum, from what I've heard.
But one thing that really annoyed me with this show and Bound for Glory, it was technically a family affair of Bound for Glory, technically, wasn't it? It was like Bound for Glory, aka Family Fortunes. Yeah,
it was. And
what was with everyone's fucking family getting involved in it?
I hate when that happened. That's what annoyed me about the Styles Rhodes match at Clash at the Castle in Glasgow early this year. Is literally last year. Was that bloody interference from his mum? And I'm like, get fucked, just get fucked, you cow. Nobody wants to see you.
I just find it funny that Cody Rhodes' mum is an actual character now.
Roy Sheen, it's okay. Like, the most important thing though is you do what matters most, and that's you focus on your mum's funeral. We're all thinking of you. We're all here to support you, but you think more about that than this show. This show is secondary. Your mother's funeral is more important. You focus on that. Listen to us in the background, but you focus on that. That's more important.
Yeah.
That's not a request. That's an order.
Yeah.
The inspiration.
We're not talking about the shitty AEW faction either, we're not.
Exactly.
The inspiration versus the trash by elegance, like I like to call them. Trash by elegance.
Seth versus Cody is an absolute shit match.
No.
Fletch, it's not even worth watching. You could literally go for a sleep, and that'll be more entertaining.
Nothing on Crown Jewel's worth watching apart from Cena Styles.
Except the Walls of Jericho attempt. Because that's just...
that match was that AJ Styles and John Cena match was pretty much a finisher spot fest. If he was going to just put on 2K25 and do infinite finishes.
But that's the thing, it works though. That's the thing.
I seen someone say something really stupid. They said it was a love letter to their childhood.
It might have been.
I'm like, might have been me.
I'm like, absolute drugs. Taken for someone to say something like that. It was a love letter to my childhood. Shut up.
It might have been.
The Dudleys in the Hardys was my childhood anyway. So
that was my childhood, but I'm not going to glaze it like that. But yeah.
The aftermath of the match was very nice.
Yeah, that was lovely. I thought we were going to get not interference, but like an attempted cash in from one of the weird call your shot nonsense. Cena didn't have Batista bomb or an F5. We don't know why.
Right, so we're going to go through the card. Steve Macklin beat Frankie Kazarian, which I got right.
Yep, so did Billy. I was surprised that they actually made the switch, but I suppose it does make sense considering what happened later in the show. But
And then everyone's favourite Tessa Blanchard with, I didn't even know Victor Crawford was Alicia Fox. Is
yeah,
that Alicia Fox?
it is. Yeah,
I didn't
I
even
didn't
know.
even know that she was still alive. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know she was still alive.
I've been
Still
slagging her off.
alive?
I've been slagging her off on the TNA shows that you guys watch. I literally said that Victoria
I
Crawford.
didn't even know that Crawford was Alicia Fox. The woman who Norm Dye used to go crazy over.
Yeah.
Alicia Fox.
It was.
Yeah, I didn't even know that it was.
She really offers nothing at ringside or in matches. She's genuinely useless. In this match, to be fair, the way it ends, I'll give credit. That was good selling by Gia Miller. But this match is a skip. It's a genuine skip.
Jodie Threat's very good though. I like her.
Jodie Frett's not too bad, yeah.
And everyone, I like Tessa though. I know what she said in the past, and people will say, "Oh, she said this and that," but she's a really good professional wrestler.
She's a good wrestler, shitty person. Like that's pretty much what pro wrestling is. Like the best wrestlers are genuinely shitty people, except the rare few that are nice. But she's one of those like extra shitty but really good. That was.
And then they called the shot Gauntlet. My Discord was going off like a good no whatnot.
Don't even get me started on your Discord, mate, because I was honestly going to vomit over how thick people are. I'm sorry. I don't like talking ill will of people, but people glazing and praising BDE makes me ill. Like, the guy can't wrestle. And this is the part that really bugs me. And I don't know what you think about it, but this is what really annoys me. This is somebody who like, as you rightly said, he plays 2K for like a month and then disappears. But he'll never talk about TNA again after this.
So DBE is a guy who plays WWE 2K on release.
Mm-hmm.
He plays it for a month, makes these videos, and he doesn't play it for the rest of the week or the entire year. But us E-Fedders, if you know what an E-Fed is, play the game for the rest of the year and actually make the game what it is now.
Exactly.
In my opinion, But I just don't agree with people coming from other sports in professional wrestling. Like I've said, I don't like Logan Paul. I don't like the announcer who had a match. What's he called? Pat
Macapus.
And I got people in my Discord saying, "Oh, Brock Lesnar. I don't like Brock Lesnar. Roman Reigns, he's a footballer. Baron Corbin, he was a footballer."
To be fair, in exception though, like Brock Lesnar did come back from the UFC, but Brock Lesnar was a collegiate wrestler. At least you can actually understand Brock Lesnar.
He was a collegiate wrestler, before he was a UFC guy. Mm-hmm. So
same with like CM Punk, Kurt Angle. They were not just collegiate. Like one of them was collegiate, but obviously the other did go into like back UFC and then came back, so he couldn't beat anybody. But like
it's like me. I'm a chef in real life. It's like I'm going to go and do hairdressing next month.
Mm-hmm.
Get the fuck out of hairdressing. You don't know how to cut hair.
There are elements. Roy Sheen's quickly asking you both who your favorite wrestler is. I'm assuming that means your all-time favorite wrestler.
My all-time favorite wrestler of all time, Shawn Michaels.
I actually have no idea. It changes all the time, Mitch.
If you had to pick someone right now, who would you likely go with?
Oh, favorite wrestler right now, I'd probably say CM Punk.
If I was going to say the favorite wrestler now?
Yeah.
Right, who would you say is your current, like from the current range?
Oh my God, you're telling me something now. All around, like promo, in ring, everything.
Just in general. Well, now we know why that is, Roy Sheen.
I can tell you who my least favorite wrestler is, if that helps.
Hulk Hogan.
I can tell mine. I can tell you mine.
Hulk Hogan's not a current wrestler, and he's dead.
Yeah, thankfully.
Oh, Christ.
I hate Hulk Hogan. I don't care.
The best heel turning of all professional wrestling history, that Hulk Hogan guy.
It's certainly up there. That's for sure. Yeah.
Wait, I can tell you now. My least favorite wrestler now is a wrestler that can't wrestle.
Showa Umino.
Even worse.
Oh, it's not Ren Narita because we know he can wrestle. He's just a prick.
Jey Uso.
Jey Uso is up there for my most hatred.
Yeah.
My favorite wrestler of all time is Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker. My favorite wrestler now is probably, as in all-around character, I've got Takeshita and Drew McIntyre. Because I think Drew McIntyre is getting absolutely bombed in WWE.
Oh yeah, 100%. For me, all time is Brett. Women, everybody knows it's Bull Nakano. Current, right over there. No, everyone knows that. And
When
then
it comes to women,
that chick over there for me, 100%. Dionna's my probably favorite from the current lot, but like Bull Nakano all time. And then my favorite in terms of current talent, to be honest, has been the same person for the last several years.
my least favorite is
It's
Joe
tied.
Hendry.
Yeah, it's tied for me. It's tied. Okada and AJ Styles for the past 10 years have literally, well, AJ Styles longer than that, but like Okada specifically the last 10 years has literally been like my favorite from the current lot of wrestlers. But like AJ's right up there, like always has been. Like,
Yeah, so greatest of all time, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker. Now Takeshita, McIntyre, but McIntyre is more of a character now. I just think he's getting screwed, and I think he's more. I think he's probably the best, not the best in ring, but I'm on about like character. Drew McIntyre now in WWE.
he just
Needs to
whines
be
a
doing
lot.
more than what he already is doing.
He just bitches a lot. It's the same with Jay frickin' Uso. That tweet that Josiah you sent me earlier on, spot on.
Yeah, but Drew McIntyre's Twitter game is legendary.
It's up there. It's certainly up there. See if you get a chance, you need to look at Josh Alexander's. He's another one of mine current favourites, to be fair, that I really do like. I agree with that, Chester. Roy Sheen, that's just sad. And yes, absolutely, Chester, that's a good shout. Growing up, to be fair, my favourite until I found Bret Hart. My favourite was The Rock, and then I saw a Bret Hart match against a perfect opponent. I was like, yep, that's so for me. My very first
Bret Hart and Mr. Perfect. That's who I drawn to when I had Bret Hart. He's my third.
It wasn't actually the first Bret Hart match I actually ever watched was Bret Hart versus Dynamite Kid in Stampede.
My first ever Bret Hart match was British Bulldog at Wembley in 1982.
That match is so iconic, especially for Bulldog being drunk.
He's British. What do you expect?
True.
Are we going to talk about the the Call Your Shot Gauntlet?
The Call Your Confusion more like.
What was your take on this, Josiah?
I haven't watched the show, so I don't know.
They had Kazarian and Nick Nemeth win it as a draw.
Yeah, they both won it.
It was so bad.
And then there was like fucking tug of war on the trophy.
We know that, Roy Sheen. We know that. That's why we say it's a good laugh. Yeah, the fact that they had both of them win this was stupid. Especially considering how the show ended.
Could have had it with Dolph Ziggler winning it.
Yeah. The show
if they didn't do that moment with the tag team titles on the line and after the after moment with them both hugging and stuff, I would have had Dolph Ziggler and his brother cash in and win the TNA tag, not the NXT ones, the TNA ones.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But they did that hugging stuff and what you call it, which was a nice moment. I grew up with the Dudleys and Hardys as a kid, so surprised that Edge and Christian didn't tweet out on this match. I'm sure they did.
I think they did. Yeah, I certainly think they did. Following this one, wasn't really great. Let's be real.
Kalani, Jordan, and Indy Hartwell.
Yep, this was just pathetic. This match was just pathetic. I'm not even going to mince words. It was shit.
Yeah, it was a bit meh for me.
And the fact that they had to retain the title as well. Idiots.
You'd think that the main event ended where it went. You'd think that the partnership would be over now because you got the belt back.
That's what you'd think.
But no, they decided to keep the belt on Kalani.
Yeah, they do.
Indy Hartwell, you got screwed. Shocking. The Hardcore War was mental.
Very fun.
They actually did everything that people hate AEW for.
Do you know what it was? It was a great match.
Yeah.
If you
People-
know what I mean.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've just realized that the X Division title match was the longest normal match on the card.
Yeah, it was, yeah. It was the match of the night, unfortunately. But it went into an old contest, didn't it? Because something got ruined. It was, in my opinion, the match of the candidate for the best match of the year, and it got ruined by Dark State.
Whoever did that, I swear. Like, whoever ordered that to happen. Criminal.
Yeah, the spot in the Hardcore War was good when was it Ashley Edwards' spot where he's got spine busted into the tacks or something?
She got the double arm choke bomb. Yeah.
Yeah. Who the hell is that guy?
Agent Zero. Special Agent Zero.
Something out of fucking Power Rangers Time Force, isn't
But it was mental. The match was good. And see, what I thought was absolutely brilliant is all the people that shit on AEW for how far they go in terms of the weapons they use. TNA used them in the same format, the same
And
manner.
everyone was praising it.
They were glazing the shit, and I'm like, guys, you can't have double standards like this. It was good.
I saw it on Twitter. I didn't see it in my Discord, unfortunately.
Yeah, I was watching. I was like, it was so good, and I'm like, you can't praise it one company when they do it the same way, and then you praise that way. If you don't like it, you can't praise it on the other company. You've got to equally say you don't like it. And I thought it was absolutely hilarious when Tasha Steele stapled everybody.
Yeah, AEW do the same spots what TNA did last night, but die-hard fans shit on AEW for doing, but it's okay for TNA and WWE to do it every week, so it doesn't really make any sense, that does it really?
Exactly. I do agree, Maria. Alicia Edwards is genuinely awful. But
She's more of a ballet than anything, really.
But she sold that choke bomb through the thumbtacks properly.
Yeah, she did a good job
I
on
will
it.
I will praise her for that. That was brilliant selling.
That Agent Zero guy looks like bloody. Do you remember Heidenreich back in there?
Yeah, Michael
Looks
Cole
like that,
certainly
doesn't
still
it?
does too.
Heidenreich.
Someone should probably reintroduce Michael Cole to Heidenreich.
Absolutely. After the way he glazed people on pay-per-view and TV, I would certainly do it. Bring him out. Hardy's versus Team 3D. Well, Jeff got eliminated in the first 90 seconds. And then it
Probably stop him being a menace to
when
himself.
that spot where Jeff was on the top of the ladder, I thought he was going to fucking die. I thought, oh no, what's going on there? Jeff, please don't do it.
Yep,
And he just
partially.
They probably got rid of him to stop him being a menace to himself.
They got rid of him too.
The entrance was good. I started fucking cheering me. I was a mark for me.
Yeah,
Spike came out.
good. Proper
Spike.
like late 90s, early 2000s Team 3D and Hardy's attires as well. Like, it was good to see. But yeah, Jeff got eliminated early just so we can force the handicap on Matt. But Jeff was like, I'm not staying out of this. I'm still getting involved.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, and then the match ends with a double choke slam on Bully Ray through
The
the
finish of the match was really done well, though. The finish of the match, Bully Ray was like, Hardy's, you are now the future of the tag division, or the GOATs now, as they say.
Mhm.
You surpassed us, type of thing. And then there's the double team choke slam through the table.
They delayed it as well. Like, if you look at it, they delayed the finish.
Yeah.
Like, will they or won't they do something to Bully Ray? Because it looked like he was just going to fall back through the table. It looked like he was just going to fall back, and that would have been it because he'd already taken damage. But no, they're like, no, we're going to put you in your misery. Straight fire, double
The
choke
match
slam.
went better than I thought because
They really protected each other. They protected each other.
they protected each other, didn't they?
And Devon for the Team 3D for the Dudley Death Drop was excellent.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Mhm.
And he
It was
did the
really
WhatsApp. Was that?
Like Devon moved really well, so I'm glad that he was fine, didn't get hurt, and it was nice to see them embrace at the end.
Yeah, when he
And that's
retired.
why I said earlier. It's good to hear that he was able to get in and get out, and that's him done.
Yeah, they're both
Yeah,
done.
the match was very good. Well,
Until House of Glory called Bully Ray to take the belt off Silafatu again.
Probably. And then the main event, which I put out a specific tweet before the main event. I said for the past 18 months, Santana's been the most organic run that TNA have actually booked well, bar the stupidity against Trick in the summer. If he does not win this, TNA have absolutely fumbled it. So I'm like, please don't do this. Don't fumble him, because he's went out on his own after being that great tag team, and he's now got a chance to be a world champion. I'm like, don't fumble it, because it's such an organic run, and he thrived.
I was like shitting myself at the end of the match. Me when Trick did that trick shot, I was like, oh no, please no.
Same. I thought that whole tweet about the one that Josiah sent me, one that a guy that I follow as well on Twitter is like.
Do you know what's funny? I'm gonna stop you for a second, right?
Mm-hmm.
All them idiots online they're not glazing. They've taken the piss out of Mercedes money collecting belts.
Mm-hmm.
What the Hardys doing now?
They are collecting all sorts of shit, and I'm like, the fuck.
And then the WWE quote unquote hard-ons that say that Sasha Banks is garbage and she's just collecting belts. I put something on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it these days, and I'll show you now what I said.
Ultimo Monet versus Wildling Hardys. End of the day, in their own right, they're all goats. But there's glazing, and then there's over the top shit, and I'm like, it needs to stop.
Let's just go for a second.
I know what you mean. Like it annoys me when people do that, and I'm like,
I'm sure I said something. Where is it? I need to go on my Twitter X a second. I did say something about it, and I think I'm true.
Like for me, see when the Hardys done it during the Broken Universe when they went back to WWE in 2018.
Yeah.
2017, sorry. No.
Just check that in a second.
No, yeah, I was right. Yeah, 2017 when they did all the Broken Universe, where they went through all the indies, they went through Ring of Honor, they won all the tag titles, and then they go back to WWE and they won the tag titles at WrestleMania. That was a great moment because they went through everywhere.
Oh well, I just you know when the Hardys won the House of Glory tag titles.
Mm-hmm.
I just tweeted out when they won them, and
it was only a couple of days ago as well.
I tweeted out, but when a successful woman does it, she's Hogan apparently.
To be fair, I do like a use of Hogan to wind people up though, especially Becky Lynch fans.
And that got over people was in the comments like, you know what the IWC is like.
Oh yeah, I've seen the tweet that you've put out there.
I need to see this tweet. Let me see if I can get you.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, because I wonder if my Twitter's sad and I just don't have it.
I just put when a successful woman does it, she's Hogan apparently.
Yeah, it pisses me off. There we go. Oh, that's why. Why was I not showing as following? That's disgraceful. There. Fix that. There we go. Now. I thought I was following you. For some reason I wasn't. That's really annoying.
I put it in the Discord as well about yesterday at midnight when it was starting.
When the Hardys done it in 2017, after they left TNA and they went around all the indie promotions and they done Ring of Honor and all that, and they won the tag belts. I'm like, this is great because they're actually putting these teams over. They won the match. They won the matches, won the belts, and then immediately they went and found an opponent and they dropped it a week later. But they were building up divisions companies. They were getting reps. Then they went back to WWE and won the belts.
That's why I posted what I said.
Whereas
people online are glazing the Hardy Boys winning House of Glory titles NXT TNA. but when it's Sasha Banks or what Mercedes Moné, the mom.
Yeah.
So I don't get that at all.
Previously, it would have worked, but there's something different. Oh. John Alba. Oh, okay. John Alba and SI Wrestling. Listen to this. Multiple sources indicate that WWE had a significant say in the booking direction for the Javon Evans versus Leon Slayer match at Bound for Glory. But people are telling me partnership. Just remember, no, it's fucking not. Fuck you, WWE. That just adds my point about they are.
You know what's going to happen, don't you? Leon Slater's going to lose the X Division title to one of the Dark State members.
Oh yeah, they will.
The black dude.
Oh, they will. Yeah. It was just ridiculous the way they done it.
Oh, I can't say that on here. I can't say black dude because it's racist, apparently.
It's just ridiculous that I'm looking at all these comments, right, and people are genuinely glazing saying, oh, WWE had nothing to do with it. Of course they did. Why are you so stupid? Oh, but...
Shall we get into the main event? Mike Santana, Trent Williams?
Yeah, the Santana...
They made the right decision this time.
Not just that as well, but the fact that before it even started as a match, it was a bloody brawl. Like, Santana just went and beat the piss out of him.
And plus, Matt Santana got busted up and like really quick as well.
Yeah, full face of blood.
The title in the face. Was it the TNA title in the face?
TNA World title to the face, yeah. And it was really well done. And the ending, obviously, he does win with the spin the block. Hold that, Bleach. Hold that. Friend of the channel, but still hold that. After the end,
he did a top rope move as well, Max Santana, that spinning thing.
The 450 was incredible.
I mean, he's not done that for a couple of years, that man.
He does the 450 pretty much every time in TNA. He brings out for pay-per-views.
No, he just brings it out for pay-per-views. That's how long I've not watched the TNA pay-per-view for. It
was so good. Oh, okay. One of the guys from your Discord as well said something from PW Insider. Seth Rollins is believed to have suffered an injury to his left shoulder during his match against Cody Rhodes at Crown Jewel this past weekend. He'll be undergoing testing in the coming days, which will tie into something very important.
Yep.
It's technically Mortal Hunt is technically my my go-to to whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
For wrestling that he finds online for wrestling sort like wrestling news.
Yeah.
Pretty much what I do in here. Pretty much what I do in here. He's a good guy.
You know what I will say about Seth is this dumbass needs to stop doing this stupid stuff that gets himself hurt.
Yeah, he's going to end up being like Kota Ibushi, except less talented.
Yeah.
And by less talented, I mean Seth Rollins less talented than Ibushi, and anyone thinks I'm saying the opposite, which is not the case. Maria says, "Do you guys know that Jade is currently without a contract in WWE? That is why she's not been on TV since the Triple Threat. Good, because Jade Cargill's shit."
She was shit in AEW, shit in the WWE. She should just do movies.
Yeah, she'd flop in Hollywood too, but she should just do that. But overall, Bound for Glory ended on a high. Elijah returned to stop Nick Nemeth from cashing the Call Your Shot gauntlet. Frankie Kazarian couldn't cash in. He got booted in the pus by Santana. So they still have their
and it was a really nice moment with his daughter at the end.
Giving.
Yeah. Well, I'm confused on that. Do they both have a trophy,
or have shots at any championship
or is it just the first one of them to do it gets the thing?
So what if Nick Nemeth cashes in? Does that mean Frankie Kazarian still has it?
Yeah, they both have a separate shot each.
Okay,
but it's one trophy.
You know what would be funny?
One
of them cashes in, and then the other cashes in.
Yeah, that's why I think as well. I think they might use this to tease the Nemeth splitting as well, because I think Ryan Nemeth will expect Nick to use it to get the tag titles, whereas the entire time Nick was saying, "No, I'm using this to win the world title."
And then there's jealousy there when the brothers.
Even though Ryan Nemeth is absolutely useless.
For the first ever time for the TNA World Title.
Mm-hmm. You know what was interesting? I thought they were going to do what Moose did to Josh Alexander a couple of years ago. Josh Alexander wins the world title Bound for Glory. He brings out his kids, and then Moose cashes in Call Your Shot and ruins it and beats him in front of his kid. I thought one of Kazarian or Nick Nemeth was going to do the exact same, especially when his back was turned. I'd be like, just running, fade to black, bang, 1, 2, 3. But no.
Am I getting into Raw? Because I've not watched Raw. I've seen the spoilers online, because you can't go online without them being all over the place.
We're just going to do little bits of Raw, and I'm going to let Josiah go for that. So on you go, bud.
Okay, so we have the opening segment where Seth basically gaslights the whole crowd for about 20 minutes, saying that he didn't need anyone's help to beat Cody Rhodes, and that he's the best, and that he doesn't need... This is the interesting thing to point. He says that he doesn't need Bron Breakker, he doesn't need Bronson Reed, and he doesn't need Paul Heyman, but they were all chosen by him, and they stand by him.
Yeah. Foreshadowing.
Yep. And then later on in the show, they have a backstage segment where they're glazing, Seth's basically glazing the Bronze, saying that, oh, seeing how you two have come is like one of the most important and most proud moments of my career, along with marrying my wife and having my daughter. And then he also mentions about how the next 6 months, 12 months, and 18 months are going to be very big for them.
Yeah. Again, crazy foreshadowing that's strange in trajectory.
Yeah.
And then obviously
and then we're gonna talk about the main event, because the main event was a triple threat match for the #1 contender spot for the world title between CM Punk and two wrestlers that can't wrestle very well.
Did CM Punk win?
CM Punk pins Jey Uso.
Yes.
I've not watched.
And then as Punk's celebrating, Seth Rollins' music comes out. Seth Rollins' music plays. The Vision come out. Bron Breakker immediately just wrecks Jey Uso with a spear.
Mm-hmm.
He then takes out LA Knight with a spear.
Yep.
Then the Vision all surround Seth Rollins. Not Seth Rollins. They surround CM Punk. They beat up CM Punk, and then Bron gets him out of the ring. And then Seth Rollins is celebrating in a corner, and then out of nowhere, Bron Breakker spears the hell out of Seth Rollins.
I've got my opinion about this, and I've got a good point. I want to. Reece, want to go first or something?
Well, I'll say for sure that in terms of the show, I thought in general order, I thought the show at least had a balance. I still think it could have been a lot better. I think one thing about it, though, in terms of the show that is, in my opinion, coming back, the booking of AJ Styles has already just proven like why I hate how he's being booked, because he's now stuck in a tag team with Dragon Lee, which isn't benefited him. And when he could reasonably have won the Intercontinental title, not that instead of the next shot going to Rusev, who's best. What?
Rich Holland's contract will not be renewed.
Who was that? Your
I was saying Rich Holland's contract is expiring next month, and it won't be renewed anymore.
Well, fair enough. I mean, he sucks anyway. Fernando says he doesn't want to see Seth and Roman join forces. That won't happen. But I thought I expected Punk to win. I didn't expect Jey Uso to be the one that takes the pin. I didn't expect
that. It wasn't because I hate Jey Uso.
I do hate Jey Uso. That's what makes it even better. But I didn't think he was actually going to take the pin. I thought LA Knight would have done it, but he didn't. I thought, in circumstances, I think Asuka and Kairi Sane have now been buried. I'm just saying it like plain and simple. Like, they got nothing. I don't care if they ruined Rhea Ripley after this match. They got ruined. They can't even get a win back after losing at Crown Jewel. Pathetic. What's the point now? Genuinely. And in terms of like the closing segment, I don't know what to think. I don't know if they've split the Vision or if it's a random distraction. I don't know, but I think using the spear and the tsunami to try and throw people potentially off guard is weird. Are they going to do a full split, or are they teasing? I don't know what they're doing.
I made the point where now I feel like they have to just go with the split now, because they've done this and it's not gonna have the same impact twice, if that makes sense.
It's not about you should have known Rhea was going to win. I'm fine with that on a pay-per-view, Maria, but you're not even to give her not even to give Kyrie a win back is stupid. They're just going to keep losing matches. They've got nothing to do at all now. Like there's
To
nothing.
make Asuka important, Asuka should have won.
What was Kyrie saying? But like they still should have had Kyrie win to at least build up to Asuka going. Well, I can
I'm
get
on
the
about
job.
Crown Jewel as well. Asuka should have beat.
Yeah,
Rhea
absolutely. Should have done.
Crown Jewel.
They should have done. Yeah, exactly. But they didn't do it. But one thing that has, I don't know what the intention is, but if they are going to go with the split now, interesting. Paul Heyman seems to be there, but I put it to you, like, I think Seth Rollins choosing to go full swing with his wife as a match and a direction creatively for the past month and a half, to then get ripped apart by the two men that he handpicked for his faction is a bona fide choice. But I don't know. I don't know what the intention is, but they've rushed this.
I've got my opinion about the Bron Breakker spearing Seth Rollins to boots. Do you want my opinion?
Feel free to go ahead, but I think it's just a strange direction.
I've just watched the highlights and people have spoiled it in the Discord. I'm not really asked if people spoil it in the Discord. That's what it's for. In my opinion, how long has Seth Rollins and the Vision been a team for?
Since
WrestleMania.
Since after WrestleMania.
Right.
So 6 months.
Right. So Seth Rollins' vision was what?
To take control and dominate WWE.
And Bron Breakker's the
future.
Bronson Reed is technically the future, right? With Paul Heyman there. Right?
Well, Paul Heyman called Bronson Reed the Tribal Chief, so.
Oh, the tribal, the Sheila Fowler, whatever you want to call him.
The Sheila Fowler for the tribal thief.
Right. So, in my opinion, this group has not even been a thing for, I don't know, since WrestleMania. Not even a cup of tea, as they say.
Six
why
months.
would you want Bron Breakker to spear Seth Rollins? It doesn't make any sense to me. Why don't they wait this out and have the turn, I don't know, next year?
They've rushed
instead of
it.
doing it so soon.
They've rushed it, and
They've rushed it. If you want to make Bron Breakker a start, then have this group go through everyone, do the Evolution thing, but twist it a little bit like they did with Evolution when Triple H and Batista type of thing. Because obviously Bron Breakker's the Batista, Triple H is Seth Rollins. You could do that Evolution thing. You could do a couple of things, but I just think this is rushed too quickly. The team's not been established for how long since WrestleMania? It's not been that long. A good 6 months, I think it was.
It is 6 months. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
The group's not been established. They've not been thingy.
Not only that as well. This is another issue I've got with this whole situation. Is people are now saying, "Oh, it's for the good of the story that they've rushed this split." And I was like, "No, it's not, because this is exactly why people like myself, people like Temple, people like Josiah, where we come out and say, you wonder why we criticize Triple H harshly over something WWE claim to be. They claim to be a storytelling company, and they can't even tell a good story."
Why was the Vision even a thought in the mind if they're just going to have Bron Breakker turn on Seth straight away? It's only just been 6 months. Like I keep saying, WWE can't keep a faction for 6 months.
And the worst thing about it is,
WWE factions don't really last long if your Judgment Day, and that's ending soon.
Well, we've been saying that for over a year, but they still go, like, unless they figure out a way. Yeah, they got injured, Catherine, but they didn't have to. Well, we don't know what type of injury he's got, though. That's the thing. He is injured, though, but I don't think it's a long-term injury, so you didn't have to rush it.
Well, I guess it must be if they're ending it now.
if they're ending it now, then does that mean CM Punk is definitely going to win the belt then?
Probably.
But then Braun Breaker's going to beat CM Punk at WrestleMania or something like that. I don't know.
I mean, if that's the case, then Braun should win the Royal Rumble and not Sammy, the gaslighting politician.
I thought Sammy was going to win in Saudi Rumble, beat Seth at WrestleMania, and then this vision would still be a thing next year where you could actually do that. What happened on Raw with the spear on Seth in year in advance instead of doing it bloody already.
I think he was
You've got to
already.
establish the vision a bit more than just
Mhm.
bloody do it now.
Yeah,
Which is a bit insane for me.
Yeah, Catherine, I think he was already injured before he hit that coast to coast. But that really made it worse. You know what they should do? If Braun does go on...
And why of all things? I want to know, why of all things would you go to because headbutt and you can't protect yourself?
I've got no idea. I thought it was stupid anyway. You know what they should do if it happens? If Braun does eventually... For me, Braun should win the world title in 2027. Braun needs at least another good, strong year on the main roster, in my opinion. If he ends up winning it next year, he should just go, by the way, my name is not Braun Breaker. My name is Braun Steiner. And just drop the mic and just leave. With the world title in his hand, be like, I am not Braun Breaker. I am Braun Steiner. And just walks. But hey ho, that's too much logic for WWE. But it would be so damn good. But yeah.
I don't know why they did it too soon. I haven't got a clue. I have no idea.
I think if they're doing it for the injury, it'd be about it. Just call him Rex.
Wasn't there a speculation of Austin Theory in this bloody group as well?
He was meant to be joining them, yeah. But
and that's another thing. What's that going to look like for War Games now?
It's going to just be weird. What's it going to be like a Shield reunion with Seth and Roman versus Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and the that team on SmackDown, the FMTs, whatever they're called.
The MFT, the Bitcoin. Yeah. You know what they need to do now?
The Gorillas of Destiny and Jeff Cobb.
Yeah.
The Gorillas of Bitcoin.
I did like them when they got the face paint on. That was very cool.
They need to... If
it's going to be like it's going to be Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker in the MFTs versus Punk, Seth, Romans, Cody in War Games. But I don't want it to be in War Games though. Why do we need to have it in War Games?
I think they just need to have...
What's WWE's obsession with War Games?
There should
be one, and that War Game should go to the women this year instead.
WWE don't even do War Games properly anyway. But what they need to do... Yeah, you're frozen. Don't worry, Josiah. Don't worry. One thing is... I'm just going to leave that there because that's a cool froze face. One thing that WWE need to do, because I'm sick of them not doing it, they need to go back to having their World Championships defended at Survivor Series. I hate they don't do it anymore. Have your tag matches, but for goodness sake, can we go back to world titles being defended at Survivor Series? And screw the champions.
What does everyone in the comments think about this Braun Breaker spear in Seth? Do you think it's too soon? Do you think it's correct what they've done? Chime in the comments.
Yeah, some comments before we eventually will wrap up soon. But I just want to know what we think. It doesn't make any sense to me.
They should have just established the vision more for at least another year.
Yeah, Josiah says it's soon, but I don't hate it. Yeah, the thing is though, I don't know what emotion to feel except confusion.
It's like waking up. It's like going on a night out and waking up with a woman next to you. That's what it feels like.
Yeah. Elements. Ladies and gentlemen, obviously we've been going 2 hours 19 minutes, which is wild. What we're gonna do there though is we'll see if Josiah comes back. If not, we will wrap up. In due time, I will set up the the final stream for everybody, which is Josiah versus Chester. Predictions Championship. Lyra Valkyria versus Io Sky. I wonder who'll win. I actually do wonder.
And if you're watching on the replay, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed to the weekly Steelchair.
And the same
and when this stream is over, give us a comment on what you think about the review and stuff.
Absolutely. Please do. Please do. Just check with Josiah. Josiah, will you be joining us back, or shall we just wrap up? If we'll just wrap up, then we will. And of course, we thank everyone for watching.
Josiah's internet just got off again.
I don't know, but it did freeze annoyingly for him. I hate when that happens with a StreamYard for you and internet.
Shota hacked his internet.
Yeah, Shota came back for revenge.
Shota hacked his internet and thought, "No, I'm not having Josiah on there." Fuck his internet.
Surprised he's not came for me yet, because that's like gonna be even worse. Josiah gets his
irritating, but there's going to be a 2K video, isn't there, after this stream?
Oh, here he is. He's back. Josiah got the draw with Chester, so Chester gets the predictions right.
Josiah.
He is. Here we go.
There we go.
And he is back. Big man, any closing comments for you before we go and get your predictions championship defended?
Well, it's been a long week of wrestling. I'm pretty glad it's over, to be honest. And if you're down for predictions, stay tuned for Saturday, I believe, where we'll be doing the Wrestle Dream predictions.
Yes, we are. Wrestle Dream this weekend. So, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for tonight. We thank you.
Talking about Wrestle Dream, I'm going to go sleep because I'm fucking.
Absolutely. Thank you everyone for watching. It's a pleasure. Please do subscribe to TemplePlays on YouTube. Obviously, our Just For You Guys co-host. And of course, please do like and share this one. Please do subscribe. Please do, even though she calls herself She Devil of Horny, she is the mid podcast that is Catherine. Please do check her out on YouTube and her blogs online. But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, you've all been phenomenal tonight. We thank you for watching. I will see you in 5 minutes for Josiah's fate or Chester's victory. You can try and go for it this weekend, Maria, but we've still got one more to do. So, thank you. Good night.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Ta-ta.
And today, our time comes to an end. This has been another exciting stream. Thank you very much for watching. And also, remember, if you get cracked over the head with a steel chair, you're not going to get a concussion. You're just going to come back here. Goodbye.